16 times is about the ballpark for what's possible in the next decade. Just wanted to mention that it's about $1 million. The maths is simple. After 10 to 20 years, you can revisit this and expect to receive approximately 20% more. Therefore, let's focus on that for the following. In other words, you can expect a 16x return in the first decade and a 6x return in the decade that follows. Hence, a large increase of 16 times in the next decade, a considerably lesser increase, even smaller than AMP. 6 times that amount in the following decade. That is somewhat in line with what I have also been stating, that the moment to be involved with Bitcoin is actually now. We're in a state of extraordinary. Bitcoin has come a long way in the past decade, but it's still a great moment to invest. This 40% IRR is still being provided to you. Everyone, hold on a second. Although there are innumerable crypto market newsletters to pick from, we can all agree that the market is always moving. The transparency and ease of use of Bitcoin Zella make it stand out. No matter your level of crypto expertise or familiarity with the industry, we have designed an experience that everybody can enjoy. Can you tell me who watches over us now? The guy behind the smash hit Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki's Poor Father would be proud. We'd also like to take this time to thank everyone who has put their faith in us. We read each and every comment, and the greatest thing is that it's completely free. You may get all the fresh information for free if you subscribe now. Keep one step ahead of the curve rather than merely following it. If you want to stay ahead of the curve, subscribe to Bitcoin Zella now. Fred Krueger, a mathematician, predicts Bitcoin's value will rise over the next decade in today's video. Along with his predictions for the greatest crypto bull run ever, Fred shares his insights on Bitcoin's cyclical nature. Without further ado, let's watch the video. Bitcoin is so novel that if it accomplishes what I believe it will, it would utterly alter the laws of any prior understanding of economic systems. I get Sailor's point, but Bitcoin is just too revolutionary. That being said, I am not anticipating any significant departures from the past 15 years. The reason I say this is because the past 15 years have witnessed unbelievable, tremendous change. The fact that we have this statistical relationship and people are saying that the ETF changes everything is very astonishing. And my response is, all right, the ETF is fantastic, I agree, but first let's travel through time. Was Mt. Gox the turning point? You can purchase Bitcoin on Mt. Gox if you have one. Do you mean BitInstance? We all know that Charlie Shrem, don't we? Charlie Shrem's BitInstance, for instance, processed 30% of all transactions in 2013. Not many people are aware of that, but it's true because it was the quickest and most convenient way to pay Malgox. I put it to use in 2013. Thus, BitInstance was significant. A 2014 conviction for money laundering resulted in Charlie's 2-year prison term. Thus, much has changed. It was the adoption of Bitcoin Signo by Coinbase. Yeah, it was great, very important that a sailor discovered Bitcoin. It was the first corporation to do it. Consequently, many major events have taken place. In a birthday speech he gave this year, former U.S. President Donald Trump pledged to terminate Joe Biden's crypto war if elected. We will put a stop to Joe Biden's crypto war and make sure that Bitcoin and all other cryptocurrencies are developed in America. This is where it will remain. This state of Florida will play a significant role in the process. Trump made the statement while speaking at a private event in West Palm Beach, Florida. His 78th birthday, June 14th, was the day of the event. Trump has previously blasted Biden for his hardline on cryptocurrency, while saying that the United States should not settle for anything less. In first position in the cryptocurrency business on May 26th, he attacked Biden. On the flip side, our nation's worst president, the corrupt Joe Biden, wishes for its slow and agonizing demise. I am untouchable in that regard. He published his thoughts on Truth Social, a Trump media and technology group-owned social media site, on May 25th. On November 5th, 2024, the United States will hold its presidential election, pitting Trump against Biden. CoinLetcher data ranked Florida as the best U.S. state for crypto taxation, which coincides with his pledge to turn the Sunshine State into a crypto hub. Based on CoinLedger's research, Florida is the state for crypto taxes because there is no state income tax and the regulatory laws are crypto-friendly. In fact, there is a trial program that allows firms to pay state fees in crypto. New York was ranked as the worst state in the nation. Trump stated his desire for the United States to host the mining of all remaining Bitcoin on June 12th, lending his support to the Bitcoin mining business. Are interested in Bitcoin because the concept of 21 million appeals to us, correct? You can divide saps infinitely. Thus, you can sort of argue that they aren't rare. On the contrary, scarcity is a positive word. It's a bad idea to assume that the price will automatically go up by 2 notches every 4 years because the incremental supply falls down by half that often. According to the numbers, that isn't accurate. Plus, I have my doubts about the mathematical model's precision. These things can also be tested. At this point, we do have data, don't we? This allows us to examine the data using a statistical model. There are a lot of individuals who are great with numbers on this space, and more specifically, on Twitter these days, all right? Excellent work. He continues to perform at a high level professionally as he is. Excellent figures. For a living, he models. I love him. I can't remember the precise name, but it's AP32A. He is top-notch. Well, his background is in engineering. These amazing charts are his creation. My friend Stephen Perrinot is fantastic. He's fantastic. On this front, he has excelled. Therefore, several individuals can work together on this, and all I want to do is, before we go any further, I feel it's important to clarify something after all. What do we really want? We wish Bitcoin the best of luck. I don't drink. And there's this AA saying that says we attract people not by lecturing them, but by appealing to them. So I guess that's how we make it work. That's generally how we do things, therefore it's similar. 2. That's why our approach of introducing people to Bitcoin is so important, following the whereabouts of Bitcoin whales wallets. A Bitcoin holder who has a larger investment than lesser investors. Traders claim that this statistic, which has been used to bet on market sentiment for a while, will not actually lead to true alpha. Under no circumstances should children observe whales. This data is useless. On-chain analysis business Glassnode lead analyst James Chekeka. On June 15th, Checkmate made a post. Observing whales has never yielded a real alpha. The person went on to say that while it may be great for social media, the analysis is rarely serious or useful. Among crypto traders, there is a widespread perception that large Bitcoin holders, known as whales, may manipulate the market with their trading strategies. Although whales can be influential, their motions can be understood in several ways. In this way, a conclusive indication is never given by the data. When huge amounts of dormant cryptocurrency suddenly become active, it may indicate selling, especially if the funds are going into an exchange deposit address. The host of the Alphabet ASU YouTube channel, the pseudonymous TexMC, cautioned in a post from June 15X against making claims based on whale analytics. They clarified that the rapid sale of huge quantities of Bitcoin by whales is not necessarily indicative of a sell-off. Here, the mechanical step-down appeals to the wallet mad, and what you see is just a slice of the bigger picture. They asserted that these entities can include large corporations and other organizations with several pockets full of cash and hundreds, if not thousands, of customers. When citing Bitcoin whale moves, analysts frequently include charts that show the activity's evolution. Buying $1.3 billion worth of Bitcoin when you were afraid were whales. Along with an image taken from CryptoQuant, the founder of BitGrow Lab, Vivek Accent, wrote on June 14th, nonetheless, there are many who rely on whale behavior as a barometer for market trends. Bitcoin whale demand has been on the rise again after a 2-month decline, according to CryptoQuant's May 15th report. After showing a slowing trend since March, the demand for Bitcoin appears to be leveling off, according to the report. In order to maintain this price surge, CryptoQuant argued, using the statistics, demand would have to accelerate much further. Add Bitcoin Seller to your subscription list too. Get the day's top story sent to your inbox at no cost whatsoever. For some reason, you still haven't subscribed. Subscribing and giving the video a thumbs up are great ways to show your appreciation for daily updates. Always keep in mind that the more you know, the more power you will have on your financial journey. Good investing.